Hello and welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Trails into Reverie. We are in Rean's route at the moment because the two other routes are blocked, but we are in Heimdall where the Vermilion City is set in the video is, and as you can guess, C is also here. In fact, I think that C will meet with Rean's team as the story progresses. But anyway, we are separated from the rest of the team that we had in Ymir. We only have Rean, Ash, and Altina, and Elise at the moment. But we are going to explore Heimdall and get a couple more people to help our team. Let's see what to do next. We have to meet up with the rest of our friends who will come to the capital, but there's still plenty of time before our scheduled gathering. No point in rushing then. Shall we patrol the districts and gather some intelligence? That way we can meet with the others along the way. Given your familiarity with the area, that certainly sounds like the most efficient plan. That reminds me, apparently the violin nerd, Elliot, we're supposed to meet up, is here. Right, Elliot hasn't been on tour, so he's been working in the city. Machias is from the capital too, but he's in Crossbell. Machias, Alisa, Toa, and Sharon. I hope they're doing alright. I'm sure they are. For now, let's focus on what we can do. You're right, Rean. Okay, so I took the liberty of exploring it in my off time, so I pretty much know where to go. We do want to go to, let me see my notes. We want to go and purchase a recipe here in the cafe. And then we go to the Reverie company. This is Claire's. We want to buy Mishi music box. Then we go to the private home where we meet a fellow Thor's graduate. If it isn't Rean and Class 7, and this would be your younger sister, right? Hi everyone, I never thought you all would be dropping in like this. First of all, it's good to see you again, Emily. You too, Tertia. Hello, my name is Lloyd Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you both. If I remember correctly, you both served in the Imperial Air Force, yes? Are you here because of the incident in Crossbell? Good guess, but not quite. We're being transferred to the Joint Staff Office on recommendation from Supreme Commander Bandai. You are? That's great news, timing-wise. Though something tells me there's more to the story than that. Well, maybe too Rean to be as sharp as a tack. Something smells fishy and it ain't the leak aqueduct. We'd love to tell you what we know, honest, but it's still being treated as with top secrecy even within the military. We promise we'll compare notes with you when the time comes though. Good enough for me, I'll look forward to it. With that out of the way, yeah, I'm pretty worried about what's happening in Crossbell. I know Alyssa is probably okay, but the fact we haven't heard from her doesn't make it easier. And with you, we're in the dark thanks to the intelligence division being scaled back. It's so frustrating. All we can do is believe that she's somewhere safe right now and it's okay. That's how I felt too. I know the friends we have here, we will never lose hope, no matter how grim the odds are. I can't imagine the old Class 7 being phased now for all times. You're right, there's no point in wringing our hands right now. Let's just do what we can from over here for now. That's right, there may be tough times ahead, so look after yourself and don't push too hard. We also want to go to Lake Lord Company. But if I remember correctly, the thing that I want to buy is a little bit on the expensive side. Yep, it's 8,000. Oh, why so expensive? Automatic fly rate.
Should we check the Imperial Museum while we're here?
Wouldn't hurt to poke our noses inside. My old upperclassmen might even be on shift.
Dorothy? Here we are, the Imperial Museum. There don't seem to be any visitors today.
If it isn't Rean. Haven't seen you around here since the branch campus's field exercises.
Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. How's work been treating you?
Pretty good, all things considered. Actually, my publisher's been pushing me to become a full-time author after how well my latest novel sold. But I like
Good to
my work
hear.
as a curator too, so I don't think I'm ready to quit just yet.
That's great. Always nice to have options.
And there's the other reason I don't want to go into writing full time. I will probably become a total shut-in. I'll miss out on all this. I find the best way to seek inspiration is to observe daily life, people watching, so to speak. Why, as I was on my way home from work the other day, I spotted a budding flower at the nearby cafe that caught my eye. My mind went wild, imagining the experiences that could have the precarious final days of its youth. I cannot keep doing this. My nose is going to bleed all over my blouse again at this rate. It's no wonder why Her Highness sees you as kindred spirit. Oh, and it's good to see you again, Ash. I've been wanting to give you an update about the joint publication between our old literature club and yours. All that's left is to gather the collection of poems by none other than yourself. Tatiana and I haven't given up hope that you'll submit them yet. Lay off, will ya? I told you, I'll do it if I feel like it. It's only a matter of time before he gives in, no doubt. So what brings you all to the capital today? Does it have something to do with what Ebon Defense Force group that occupy Crossbell? Doesn't seem like she's heard anything about Prince Oliver and Lady Shara. Yeah, something like that. By the way, is it just me or are there fewer visitors here than normal? You notice, actually, the museum put a restriction on the number of visitors allowed at once recently. Something came up that has us concerned. Concerned? What do you mean? You remember the museum is connected to the tunnel that leads to Heimdall catacombs, right? We've been hearing what sounds like voices coming from the direction lately. It's kind of scary, I would imagine. Do you think it could be monsters? Maybe, but if anything, it sounds more like a ghost, something completely unnatural. I dusted off my old Orbital staff to take a look down there before, but I didn't come across any signs of monsters. A ghost, huh? You expect us to believe that bullshit? Might I remind you that we experienced monster and magic nights down there already? Not to mention, this was the spot the Dark Dragon's nest appeared before the Great Twilight. Something abnormal happening again isn't out of the question. Come to think of it, Instructor Sarah told us she dropped by here a couple weeks ago. I wasn't here at the time, but the head curator told me as such. There apparently was a break-in, so she came to investigate. I don't think it has anything to do with the noises we've been hearing though. Perhaps, but it wouldn't hurt to keep it in mind. We should begin our investigation soon. I did put a formal request with the guild already, but I guess they're swamped with other things right now. They said it will be a while before they can get around to it. That's a shame, but I'm not surprised that they will be busy. Right, we can't afford to just let the situation go unchecked. Would you mind if we look into it, Dorothy? Not at all, we would really appreciate it. And this is going to be a pain in the ass, but I guess it's better than letting this place get done by a poltergeist or something. Whether the cause is paranormal or not, I think this will be worth our time. I agree, there's a possibility that we could discover something that pertains to our current investigation. In that case, you should take this. It's just over there, to the left, the main exhibit. Thank you, and do be careful. Dorothy and Ash. It pains me to think there could be trouble brewing in the catacombs of the museum I curate yet again. I can't deny that it's possible given what's happened before, a door to another realm appearing and all. I hope you all will be careful if you're planning to go down there. Let's wait until we have more people in our team. Okay. Shopping district, here we go. There's lots to buy. Alan! Is that Alan? Bridget? Hey Rean, fancy running into all of you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Alan and I were just enjoying some quality time together between one of his missions. Sorry to interrupt, so does that mean the army has been keeping you busy? Pretty much, the armor division have been stretched thin due to being scaled back. I'm doing everything I can to reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Nainhard. I still owe them a lot after the war. That's why I volunteered to travel around the Empire to serve as Panzer Soldat drill instructor and work on communication mission. The whole reason I'm in the capital today was to make the report. It's about something that supposedly affects all of the division. It seems a little shady to me, but we're covering all of our bases just to be safe. What causes you to find it suspicious? I don't think he's allowed to share that. I'm not, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys ended up finding out on your own. Don't be surprised if the Imperial Army reaches out to you when the time's come. Hearing that just makes me worried about what they have you doing. Even the nobility have been stressed this year, with many families reorganizing their territories. My family has been helping coordinate. Father's been so busy that I have had to help him, which means it's even harder for Alan and I to make time to see one another. It helps knowing that we'll finally be able to hold our wedding once things calm down. Oh wow, I bet that's a motivator. I suppose it is about time you two tied a knot. Congrats again. And thanks, man. I finally feel like I'm a man worthy of being by Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. I don't plan on letting that change between now and the big day. Oh, Alan. Based on what we heard so far from Alan and Emily, the Armored Division and Air Force are both preparing for some sort of top secret mission. Given the current situation in Arabonia, that must mean... Ooh. Rean, I heard you have a hand in that one development project. Oh, you know about that? I was asked to help because I was an awakener. It's still confidential, so I can't share too much. We might need your help someday, though. Not like it's got anything to do with the current mess anyway. The current investigation takes precedence, but there's no reason we cannot look forward to your help if something comes up. Yeah, understood. I might have to ask for your help somewhere down the road. I know I can count on you when time comes. Oh, Alan. I think I need to sell more Sepit. My god, we need money. I hope this is enough. Oh. I need money. But I have no chance to grind.
Here, even with the prince gone MIA.
The information blackout will only last for so long. We need to find a lead soon.
Agreed. We'll need to give this place a thorough look.
Oh, our favorite twin. Well, if it isn't Class VII. I had no idea you were in Capital. We weren't expecting to run into the two of you here either. Oh, is this a bad time? Everyone here looks really busy. Oh, don't worry about that. I was just in the mood for a break anyway. Besides, there's no better way to get hot scoops than talking to you, Rean. Although I'm guessing your sister would have plenty of goss to share too, being the student council president and all. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, and I'm definitely asking to interview you at some point, Ash. So keep an eye out for that. I think we all know what we'll be about. Can we just drop that? Yeah, I think that's one gotta stick with you. Either way, I think we've made you stand for long enough. There are some chairs for meetings and the like over there. Why don't we go sit down? If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here anyway, Linde? I thought you were still doing your residency over at St. Ursula. I am, technically. After I finished helping out at the branch campus, I started another year of study in Crossbell. But while I was in Heimdall for a training session, Crossbell got occupied, so here I am. That would explain it. So obviously, she decided to come spend some time with her favorite sister in the whole world. She's helping us with clerical work as a part-timer right now. Well, ain't your company a bunch of bleeding hearts? Well, even if they said no, I was just gonna make her pretend to be me either way. I wish. That sounds very illegal. Still, I don't think anyone saw this coming. The former Governor General suddenly declaring himself Supreme Leader of Crossbell? That's a shocker. The craziness you saw when you came in here is everyone trying to get a special issue ready about it all. Still, it's somewhat strange how little the general population has been reacting to the news. Everyone seems shockingly calm. I've been getting that impression during my time in the capital too. I imagine it's due in part to the fact that no one is able to communicate with anyone over in Crossbell. Maybe that lack of immediacy is keeping the reality of the situation from sinking in. Has the Chronicle conducted any opinion polls on the issue? We should have. And I gotta say, I was surprised by what people thought the Empire should do in light of all this. Most people responded that we should try to avoid any major conflict. That is somewhat surprising. Given that the recent history of Erebonia, I would have assumed people would respond more belligerently. Maybe people are finally just sick of war. That would be my take as well. The Battle of Jormungand may have only lasted one entire day, but the economic toll of our reparations and the mental toll on those who were conscripted cannot be ignored. It's taken half a year for us to get to the point where his life's finally starting to go back to normal too. Of course, that's just your average Erebonian take on the issue, not the government's stance. But neither the government nor His Majesty have cleared things up on that front yet. Tried asking the military for a statement a few times, but no dice. Now that I'm not surprised by. Still, thanks for the information, I feel like I have a better grasp of the situation now. You're very welcome. Now then, Rean Schwarzer, why don't you tell me about how your little investigation is going? And don't play dumb, I know all about it. You do? Did they ask you to assist with the search, Vivi? Not quite. See, I first caught wind of it from a fellow reporter a little while back. It was just a rumor at that point, but I got right to work trying to corroborate it. Hit up every source I had, from other reporters to fellow Thor's alumni like Edel, Fee, and Monk. Eventually, Major Claire realized I was hot on the story. And let's be real, at that point she didn't really have any options other than reaching out to me herself, so that's how I know. From anyone else, that story would surprise me, but from you, Vivi? The information was shared with me too, because I'm helping Vivi out. Unfortunately, I don't think we know any more than you do yet. Yeah, but if we catch word of anything, you'll be the first one to know. But give us a call if you catch word of anything yourself. Alright, will do. They are so sharp. Oh yeah, she kind of had a thing for Gaius, right? Totally forgot about that. I think that's it. We could go to Drykel's Plaza, which is not much. First, I want to fish.
The Emperor and Empress must be worried sick.
Princess Elfin has tried to put on a brave face at school, but deep down...
The sooner we can find them, the sooner everyone can rest easy.
Right. Let me know what I can do to help.
Huh, this should be a good fishing spot.
Oh, we need more baits.
Got a bite. Nice.
It's a whopper!
Carp. Use this!
That was so good! Alright, we can officially cross Drykel's Plaza off the list. I'm ready to hit up the next spot.
There's no need to be in such a rush. How do you still have space in your stomach for more?
You insult me, Yusuf. I need to try all the capital's mouth-watering morsels. I can't throw in the towel this early.
You need to sample them all without eating more than your body mass in one sitting.
Says you. I'm still growing. I gotta eat. Growing up has less to do with regular consumption and more to do with acting like an adult. Oh, hey guys!
Uses Alberea. I'm surprised you're not in Crossbell uses.
Counter argument to that, by the way. If you want me to start acting like an adult, then you've got to start treating me like it. How's a girl supposed to feel big without being called a big sister?
Counter argument to your counter argument. That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. Don't be mean.
I didn't expect you all to come this early. We were going around gathering info when we happened to see you here. Elise wanted to help us out too, so that's why she's here. I'll do my best not to trouble you. I don't think there's any chance of that. You'll be a fine help. If you need anything, just lean on me. Thank you, I will. I think anyone can tell Elise is going to be a more reliable asset than you here. Rude. Seeing them at the stall together takes me back to the summer festival. Aww. How was that only a few short months ago? It feels like so much longer. I can't imagine Eustace saw that what Rufus is doing coming either. It has to be weighing heavily on him. But at least he has Milliam to help to take his mind off it. Come on, give Big Sissy some love. Please remove yourself from around my neck. We haven't seen each other in forever. It's barely been 2 weeks. That's 2 whole weeks. She whines, but she's not trying to escape. This is how it always is with them now. Hey, do you want to try some gelato or ice cream from one of these stalls? I'll treat you. The milk ice cream is super rich and tasty. I'll pass, I need to leave room for lunch. You're never gonna grow any bigger if you only eat the bare minimum, Tilly. I've gained another reach on you since our last update. At this rate, you're gonna need heels to get anywhere close to my height. But then again, I am older, so maybe I've earned it. 1 ice cream cone, please, with 5 scoops. You only allow 3 scoop maximum, then I'll take 3. But I would appreciate if you made them as big as possible. Julie doesn't want to lose this thing. Anyway, were you guys gathering intel or just on a date? We were not standing idly, and we were certainly not on a date. We've been looking into the flow of goods in the capital. That would explain why you were visiting multiple shops and stalls. What have you learned then? Well, it seems like there's lots of groups buying stuff in bulk lately. All kind of stuff too, food, ornaments. It's almost like they're getting ready for something. That is unusual. You could get panic buying in response to Crossbell occupation, but lately implies before that. Yeah, the war's over and the winter's still far off, so it cannot be stocking up for the weather. The buyers themselves are suspicious sorts. When we started looking into them in detail, we discovered they were either startups or foreign. That, and they all appear to exist in name only. And that only adds to the mystery. Oh, you already done with your ice cream? That was fast! Well, yes, I have to admit that. We're not here to discuss ice cream. If the buyers exist in name only, could we be dealing with the cases of fraud? Actually, no. The transactions are legitimate, the sellers received their money, and the goods were dispatched. But the other significant mystery is that there is no record of where any of these goods ended up. The intelligence division has tried tracking some of these orders, but they just get forwarded all over the place before disappearing along with other orders like this. They may have had better luck if they mark an order from the moment it's placed to the last. Right, by the time they realize they're dealing with another one of these, the transaction's already long done. So do we think whoever's doing this has gathered all the stuff they need by now? Probably. Sounds as though we're dealing with some very skilled criminals. Perhaps the reborn Imperial Liberation Front is hoarding supplies? I don't think so. What is it? Nothing worthy of note. I was just wondering if it perhaps may lead to Crossbell's new Supreme Leader instead. Well, it could. I just cannot fathom why my brother would be so foolish. I thought he would finally learn his lesson. Makes no sense to me either. I haven't known him for that long, even if we were both Ironbloods. But after we beat him in the Imperial Fortress, he seemed pretty much done. I think we were all under the same impression. Either way, speculating on what he's trying to do serves us no purpose in the now. Regardless of his reasons, I will be sure to right his wrongs as his brother. I'm sorry you're going through this, Eustace. Right now, our primary focus is on him with the missing prince and princess. That doesn't mean we can afford to turn a blind eye on Crossbell to mine. I'm just not sure whether the crisis there and their disappearance are connected in any way. But whatever the answer is, when our focus inevitably turns to him, you won't be alone in confronting him. But don't try running off alone, right? Don't worry, I wouldn't dare. I'm well aware that there's only so much I can do alone. Good, because your friends are here to help you in times of need, and you definitely need us here. Well then, should we get back to gathering information? That would be wise. The more we can find, the better. And let's go, go, go! Indeed, we can't let the rest of Class 7 be the only ones working hard. Very berry ice cream, so expensive! Matterpop.
Mater Park is a popular spot to relax and unwind.
Don't I know it? I've taken some good-ass naps here. Oh, and there he is.
His music is always so beautiful.
Finding him sure didn't take long, huh?
Where's the sound though? Oh, there it is. This is quite a crowd. There's his tune. Not bad. This looks like so much fun. We've come at the perfect time then. Let's go get a better view. I don't know if we could have given a better performance. It may have been our best one yet. Oh, but there's always room for improvement. Elliot Craig.
I think I'm with them on this one. It's not often our ensemble comes together this perfectly.
You got me there. I don't think we had a single note out of sync, did we? Nope, we were all feeling it to the point where it felt natural to play as one. I think you two were so into it that you forgot we had an audience. Not sure I should be proud of losing myself like that. But when it's just you and the music, there's no better feeling in the world. Well, I'll give you a pass this time. As long as our audience was happy, then that's all that really matters. And they were very happy. You know, we wouldn't be having moments like these if all not for you two. Yeah, if you hadn't shown up when you did. That experience gave me a real wake-up call on just how much power music can have. And it's up to us to decide how to use that power, be it for good or for ill. I regret what we decided last year. I can't believe we tried to take such a beautiful thing and twist it to inspire war. What were we thinking? Whatever it was, it's in the past now. Exactly, you're back on your old selves now, right? Good thing too, cause today wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you. Yeah, I could never dream of being how it was. Now we can take what we've learned and focus on bettering both ourselves and the world as musicians. You almost make it sound like you'll be flying in circles around me if I don't pick you up this time. Then we'll just have to keep up the pace. Oops, got sidetracked. I would spot a few familiar faces among the audience and meant to say hello sooner. Oh yeah, you're friends from Thor's, right? Let's just say hello together. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry for making you wait, but I'm glad you stuck around for the show. What'd you think? No need to be polite. Tell us how we really did.
I thought it was brilliant. You were in perfect harmony with one another.
I was genuinely speechless.
Yeah, almost hurts that I wasn't able to catch the start of it.
I'll take that.
We thought we did well too, but it's nice hearing that it wasn't just in our heads. I see you found use as a millium. Indeed, we met not too long before coming here. Now we're all together. Sorry if it feels like we drag you over our way. Is this the first time you've seen each other as a whole? Oh no, we had a class reunion not too long ago. We just haven't had a chance to play together in ages. We wouldn't pass it up with all of us being in Heimdall now. The Reverie company started out a small orchestra and I couldn't resist applying since I used to work there. Then Ron and Morris joined in too, so here we are. Oh, I didn't know they started one. I imagine you have to be top-notch to be accepted. Yeah, it wasn't easy getting accepted, let me tell you. But hey, we can't let Elliot show us up all the time. Makes sense. I'm just glad you found a way to keep playing music that makes you happy. And the thing that will make me happy is the four of us getting a tour together in the future, so I hope we can. Really? Consider my bag's already packed. Did you guys just forget what we were talking about? Elliot can do what he likes, but we have to work around the orchestra's schedule. I'm sure we can figure something out though. By the way, I wasn't expecting to see Elise with you. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Your classes are sorely missed. I haven't done that many, but that's still nice of you to say. What? You're a teacher? I think the girls mentioned that to me, come to think of it. You're a music lecturer at St. Estrella, correct? Professional, but yeah. I'm still learning the ropes to showing the ropes, but it's been a lot of fun so far. Ooh, I want you to teach me music, Elliot. I'm amazed you can carve out the time, but I can see you having a knack for it. I can't believe you get to instruct at all-girls school too. Elliot always manages to luck out in life, huh? I wish I could lecture at St. Estrella just once would be enough. I hope you never will if you think he's lucking out. Oh, it's not the time? We should probably get going. Revels want us to start rehearsing at their flagship store. Yeah, we'll see all you guys around. Have fun with the rest of your time in Heimdall. I'll make sure they do. Hope rehearsal goes well. See you later. Well, guess it's time we got started. I managed to gather some useful information. That was fast. Where from? I spoke to a few fans and hit up some connection at the music academy. It seems Imperial Army soldiers have been spotted in town a lot more than usual these days. And whatever they're meeting up here for is not on the docket. That is suspicious. I called Dad to see if he knew anything about it, but no luck there. Sounds like the prince's disappearance is top secret even when you go pretty high up. I've got the feeling he knew something though, just that he wasn't sharing. It's very hard for a soldier to be having secret meetings while in uniform. It's possible they're foreign spies disguising themselves as soldiers, but I don't see what they would stand to gain from their action. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. I'm with Ash on this one. It wouldn't shock me if they were still in uniform while off the clock because they were short on time. Is something bothering you, Elise? There is, but I would like to get my thoughts in order a little more before sharing. Oh, alright then. All we got now is that something smells fishy. Lady Orior instincts are absolutely onto something yet. It's too early to say for certain if any of this relates to C, but we should keep that at the back of our minds, just in case. Okay, I think we can do the mission now. And just like that, we got the band back together. I guess so. So any luck gathering info? Yes, now would be a good time to compare what we found. In that case, how about we meet up at the cafe inside the department store? Great idea, let's head there now. No, I want to do the side quest first. Oh, this is where C saw Rean.
Am I imagining things?
You're not, Rean.
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
It's a little early, but heck, I'm down for lunch. Forget tea time, how about we take meal time? Milliam, I think you've eaten enough. More than enough. Call. Representative Radiance. Greetings, Rean. My apologies for contacting you out of the blue like this. I was wondering if by chance you might have met with the rest of Class 7 by now? We did get together with the investigation group in the capital not too long ago, in fact. I take it you have some idea of what's going on with us? More or less, but not like back when the Intelligence Bureau was under direct control of the government. Man, it's wild that we have a direct line to the head of the government, huh? About that, there's a matter of utmost importance I must discuss with you all. Assuming you haven't eaten yet, I would love to discuss it over lunch. Great timing, let's all grab a bite together. It will be our pleasure. I'll be waiting at the Der Himmel Hotel at the Garnier District. Oh, and please, don't feel rushed, I have plenty of time. Alright, thank you as always. Representative Reitnitz wants to discuss something with us directly. Perhaps he's learned something pertaining to the incident. By the way, I think we can count on something juicy. Der Himmel, right? That's a fancy hotel in Garnier District. Not just an hotel, huh? Consider me pumped. How about you, Jesus? Please, I'm begging you, don't forget your table manners. It seems to still have a bit of free time. It would be best to tie up any loose threads now while we have the chance. think we should do the museum first. Alright, let's go. Should probably save first, huh? Oh no! I don't have enough to do United Front. My word, real accurate info there for eyes. Didn't you say she couldn't find any monsters? That just means the situation has gotten worse since Dorothy checked. And I don't think these are your average kind of monsters. Agreed. I've seen these type of creatures in the past. An evil fairy, undoubtedly a type of demon. Just what we expect then. They're kinda cute. Sure, but they are painted in big groups. I don't know if it's because of them, but I feel a chill on my skin. That just speaks on how powerful the spiritual presence is here. Somehow though, I don't think these demons are the only reasons for this. Let's keep our guards up and take care of this thing.
I'll take you all on.
Are they the same or different? Oh my goodness, we don't even have BP. GG Moon. They all named the same though.
Very well.
Oh no, I should have been in the middle.
Divine Shield, protect us!
I'm ready.
Okay.
Arcus activate!
Engaging.
Steel yourself!
Thank you.
Nice. Shit. No!
Now, transform! There! I'll support you. Thank you so much.
It's my turn.
Here I go.
Oh my goodness.
Weak. A trifle.
Out for blood. Combat situation resolved. That's bad. It looks like there's still more. It could be that they'll just keep coming endlessly, and that spiritual presence is as strong as ever. Whatever, they're all small fry to me. But I suppose your little sis ain't too bad, Schwarzer. The old Class 7 already knew that. True enough. You know, this really brings me back. Before graduation, didn't we fight together in the old schoolhouse? Beautiful fencing, powerful arts, and precise support. There's no way you'll learn all of that in St. Estrella. Correct, I belong to no club either. In my case, the rapier skills father taught me serve as the basis of my fighting technique, and when I was younger, Rean tutored me as well. I see, you said as much as the dojo earlier, but you grew up in a perfect environment. She even took lessons from Master Kafai with me before. And then on top of that, she's been trained by the Storm Watcher too. Honestly, you could describe Elisa's style as entirely unique to her. But please, don't exaggerate. Damn, you and Schwarzer little sis for nothing. Huh, weird. What was that just now? Oh, what the heck? It's totally different from before. Is this an apparition? I swear I just saw something resembling pleroma grass for a second. This pressure cements. This thing's completely different than what we've fought so far. Roger that. Let's get rid of this thing. Here we go, everyone.
Strength.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah! Let's go! Crimson Slash! Now! There!
I shall go.
Oh wow, they're all different. Okay.
Search mode activate. Details procured.
I'm ready. Here I come. Prepare yourselves.
Fragrant Garden.
Scatter. Fragrant Garden. Planning. Time 2.
Oh, this takes longer than expected.
We won!
Good work, everyone. Phew, I'm glad things worked out. Yeah, talk about one tough cookie. And it feels like the atmosphere around here is calming down. Now that you mention it, indeed, then the apparition was the source of the problems down here. That seems like a safe conclusion. I imagine the rest of the monster will leave as time goes on. Bada boom, problem solved.
You know, I may have underestimated your skills, Elise. You've gotten so strong. Stronger than I ever could have imagined. As your big brother, I'll always be fussing over you at least a little. But now I know I can absolutely trust you to have my back.
You mean it? I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Pretty candid for you out there, Schwarzer. That just goes to show how much Elisa's resolve got through to him. Now then, we cleared up the cause of the creepy voice. Let's head back up and let Dorothy know what happened here. I never expected something like that to appear down there. Thank you so much, Rean. Don't mention it. We're glad we could help. I still wonder what could have caused a spiritual being like that to appear. It's a good question. I know strange monsters and devils appeared across the Empire during the last 2 wars, but why now of all times? And there's not just this incident. A magic knight appeared in Ymir recently as well. We still don't know what caused it. I'm convinced that something is happening just below Erebonia's surface again at least. Great. Can't this country take a vacation from all the crazy supernatural crap for once? The Empire does have a history with this kind of thing. It was a lot like those otherworldly devils that appeared during the Great Twilight. I recall the ones we fought that last day all attempting to absorb large amounts of power. In fact, their appearance may have had something to do with the holy beast of Earth. What's happening now is likely caused by something much different, but it's hard to ignore how similar the outcomes are. In any case, we don't have enough information to draw a conclusion as things stand. We should continue focusing on the investigation in front of us like we have been. I agree. We're not going to find a solution by rushing through the problem. You can say that again. Oh, would you take this? Consider it a token of gratitude. We won't be needing to compensate the guild thanks to your help after all. Hopefully it will prove useful during your investigation. Oh, thank you. I do need the mirror. And before you go, could I interest you in a few copies of the new book I mentioned earlier? It's the 3rd volume of the romance series I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into, Love Song in Autumn Rain. What temptations await the pair of young men after overcoming so many trials? Go on, but saying any more would be spoilers. Well, we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we? And besides, I would rather support you by purchasing it for myself at a bookstore. You make a good point. In that case, I'll be looking forward to hearing your thoughts when you buy it for yourself and give it a read. Especially you, Ash. Oh, hell no. Ooh, yes. Good, good. We can now finally go to the Gardener District.
I don't sense anyone following me now. So why did I sense it before?
Did something happen, Rean?
Something did happen. Let me explore before we go to the hotel. Right. We're ready to go into the hotel. We're scheduled to have lunch with Representative Regnitz at this hotel. We still have some time to spare. Let's head in. As for any sub-events yet to be seen. I think we're ready.
Thank you for coming.
Representative Regnitz. We did thaw him while we are playing with Lapis. Princess Alphen.
I'm so happy I get to see your faces again.
Your Highness.
What brings you here, Your Highness? I should very much be asking you the same thing. All this, and you're being forced to place yourself in harm's way for my brother. I'm so sorry for not consulting you first. Yes, as you ought to be. I'm your best friend. I could have thanked you much sooner, Elise, had you not kept this a secret from me. Then you won't stop me? Stop you? Heaven forbid. As soon as Representative Regnitz informed me of the details, I chose to accompany him of my own volition. I cannot bear to ignore a matter that involves my family. So please, let me do my part. Let me be part of your team.
Oh.
I'd like that very much.
You've always been a part of the team, Your Highness.
Well, this has come to a fine resolution, but it won't do to begin discussions on an empty stomach. Why don't we have some lunch first?
You won't hear any objections from me.
I could definitely use a bite.
So we are the important guests inside the hotel. That really hit the spot. I would like to see who can eat more between you and Maya. I can't blame you though. The quality of the first class hotel's food is not to be underestimated. Yeah, I didn't think I'll get to come to a place like this on my food tour. You must have really liked it too, Tilly. You ate a ton. Well, I'm a growing girl just as much as you. Well, I'm glad you would enjoy it. Shall we get all down to business then? First, I wanted to discuss the disappearance of the prince and new princess. With what we have now, we believe it to be the work of terrorists who goes by sea. I wish we could say more about them, but I'm afraid we know very little. Just that they are leader of so-called Reborn Imperial Liberation Corps. They also look slightly different from the sea we dealt with in the past. Speaking of which, I would like your take on this matter, Rean. Do you believe the new sea and the original sea are one and the same? I will admit that I haven't been able to get in touch with Crow to confirm for sure. But I'm convinced that no, they are not the same person. I was thinking the same. This new one has mimicked the original style in their statement, but I think Crow has left those days behind for good. It's a relief to hear you feel that way. Seems like a safe bet, yeah. As for the contents of their statement, they refer directly to His Highness. Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction. That does make it quite clear that they were responsible for the abduction. I would assume wings refer to the courageous. Vast as the Empire is, how they are able to keep a ship of that size hidden from sight is quite the mystery itself. Yeah, it might have stealth capabilities, but that can only go so far on its own. It's impressive they managed to keep its location from the intelligence division even if it isn't as enormous size. Me and Tilly are still in it though. So you heard any new statements from C? I'm afraid not, that's the only one. We've been trying to investigate this matter as best we can, but our foe is quite cunning. They won't let themselves be caught so easily, if only. Given the nature of this crime, we will need to be exceptionally covert during our investigation. But naturally, the government cannot and will not leave this case unsolved. You will have our full backing, however, if you chose to go about this. If you're in need of the military's police assistance, you need only to ask. Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, I would like to discuss my primary reason for summoning you here. Would that be the information you said you wanted to share when you called? That it would. This information was given to me by General Van Dyke, but Princess Alphen and Elise have also verified their own experiences. Really? Does this relate to the thing you were concerned about when we met up with Elliot? Yes, it does. Allow me to explain. The students of St. Estrella come from many different backgrounds. We have many with family in the military, including officers and generals. That in itself isn't a problem. What is that many of these military family members have been reportedly acting strangely of late. In what way? I remember hearing rumors about that when I was at the school too. Most of them are seemingly reformists and young officers who idolize the late Chancellor. It's as if they refuse to settle back into normality after the war's end. They are still addressing others with deep aggression and are clearly very unhappy with the current state of the Empire. The thing that concerns us most of all is the reaction to Crossbell's reoccupation. They aren't at all angry with the idea of a united nation. It's the opposite, in fact. They're in full support of it. Oh, damn, that is not good. That's an understatement. What utter insanity. The success of a united nation will also mean the end of Erebonia. Precisely. I am a reformist, but supporting such an extreme concept is nothing short of baffling to me. According to General Van Dyke, some of them have been showing worrying signs of plotting something in light of this. Exactly what that something is in detail, he has yet to confirm. That kind of ties up with what me, Eustace, and Elliot find out too. Yeah. Oh, could you tell me what you discovered? Soldiers holding covert meetings in the city and large amounts of supplies disappearing. It wouldn't surprise me if members of the army were defecting to the Ebon Defense Force. I think we need to look into potential points of contact between them. Agreed. I think we've also got a clearer picture of what's been going on here after sharing all we know. If we put pieces we currently have together, the mock and mire that gathered in the Vermilion City from C's statement refers to defective members of the army. That makes sense. The statement did mention it would see those who supported the United Nations pay for their crimes. Guess it's all falling into place then. If there really are rebels in the army and punishing them is C's goal, then who we find first doesn't really matter because the other will be there. How convenient. Yeah, sure is. I'm glad I was able to help put you on the right track. Class 7 always comes through in the end. Your Highness? Pardon me, you don't have to worry. I'm hardly the only one whom life is difficult right now. I'm sure that if I were to ask you to rest, you wouldn't listen. But please, at least be a little gentler to yourself, Your Highness. But the great mental burden of not knowing whether family is safe and well is not to be underestimated. Them being missing also means you have to carry on with the work that would normally be given to them. You're going through too much for one to handle right now. If you're feeling at all unwell, we would like for you to consider taking some time off. I couldn't possibly. I'm in full agreement. Taking care of yourself is a much part of your duties as working. While you do that, we'll see to it that these crimes are solved. You have our word. I'll do what I can in your stead. And I will see that Prince Oliver and Lady Sherazade brought home as soon as possible. You can put your trust in us. I suppose you're right. Perhaps resting is as much part of my duties as well.
My heart is breaking for you, Your Highness. No one should have to handle a burden like this alone.
Rean? You're staring.
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
It wasn't my intention to scold you either. I'm well aware that you're being considerate of my feelings, and I appreciate it.
I'm glad.
And you won't have to worry, Your Excellency. We're still not sure exactly how the situation stands in Crossbell, but I'm sure Machias is just fine. I concur. It will take more than this to make him lose heart. Thank you both. I also put similar faith in my son. I'm sure he's doing everything he can on the inside to see justice prevail. As our Ali Sen told, I think we all feel the same way. They ain't got nothing to worry about as long as they have super maids with them. And we're a whole super crew, so if they got things covered, then so do we. That's right. So this is probably where the two timeline merges. Thank you all for your time. I'm glad we could exchange information. It was very worthwhile meeting. Well, we ought to make our way back to the palace. Be careful on your journey, everyone. And I'm counting on you, Elise. Thank you, Your Highness. Good luck. I'm always available if you need to get in touch. Should we get going too then? Yes, let's. Oh wait, let me explore first. Let's go. Something feels strange. Oh, is it the same mirror that Lloyd's found? Oh, all of three is gonna be merging. It's probably nothing. I was just got into weird feeling. Oh, it's exactly the same. What is this? Huh, that's a weird looking mirror. Since when did you carry one of those around? Since never, this isn't mine. It just ended up in my pocket somehow. Are you certain? I doubt anyone could slip something into your pocket without you noticing. Yeah, nothing gets by you. I don't have a clue how this got here, but there has to be a reason behind it. Though I can't imagine it connects in any way to the princess' disappearance or what's happening in Crossbell. What? What is happening?
The conditions have been met.
What about sea?
The road to where all may gather, to where destiny avails itself, just at the horizon, is open. Come, and sink into an illusion that mirrors the real world and extols its endless possibilities.
Excuse me? Is this where Prince Oliver is gone? Oh, this really looks like Phantasma from Sky the Third. What just happened? What? Where are we? It's some sort of white garden. I've never seen anything like it. I'm getting the feeling there's more to this place than meets the eye too. I mean, what kind of garden is surrounded by floating books? Yeah, I'm not sure where we are, but it doesn't feel like the world we know. How did we even get here to begin with? That's a good question. I can't fathom how we came here either. In fact, I can't recall what I was doing before I ended up here at all. I feel as though we were all together the moment before we arrived. Beyond that, I haven't the slightest clue what happened. Well, this is just great. It's like something is blocking out my memories of before we got here. Really? Actually, it's worse than that. It's not just my memories of right before. There's gotta be a pretty good reason I was hanging around you guys, but beats me what it is. At least we're all on the same page about that. I feel fuzzy too. Been trying my best to recall what I was doing earlier today, but nothing's coming to mind. So you don't even know about Crossbell occupation then? My best guess is we were working together for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Regardless of how we got here, I think it's safe to assume it's affected our memory somehow. Agreed, and standing around being confused isn't going to answer any of our questions. I think we should have a look around and see what we can find. Don't forget, there are 2 floors to this place. Let's check them both. Alright, I think we're gonna check them again on the next episode because it seems like this is an even new mechanic in the game. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, Bye.